So I was watching the news after the death of Teller, the doctor who conducted abortions for late-term babies and or fetuses, depending on what you like to call them. I don't have a problem either way. But my main concern was when I saw Republicans in the news um, calling the pro-choice position the pro-abortion position, and that really pissed me off because I think in these sort of conversations you wanna respect the other side. For example, pro-choice takes the position that it takes because of the rights to privacy, and obviously pro-life looks at the right of life, and I think both positions are legitimate, and we need to respect the other. And when I don't see that respect coming from mostly from the Republican side, it really pisses me off. For example, I want to show this a statistic or survey of the American Academy of Pediatrics, and they surveyed about 1,000 active members, and 56.7% said that they favor abortion access in all cases for adolescents, and 35.4% said that they should be restricted in some cases, abortion should be, and 7% said that adolescents should not have any access to abortion. So we're talking about doctors here whose job it is to take care of children. They're pediatricians. This is the American Academy of Pediatricians, and 56.7 favor of cases. I mean, do you guys, as pro-life people, think that these people are demons? Do you think that they're pro-abortion or they hate babies? I mean, doesn't that sound horrible to you to say to think that? I mean, shouldn't you have a legitimate discussion about this? And I would love to have a legitimate discussion, but when I hear stuff like this, I get really angry. So this video is only for those people who say that the pro-life position is a pro-abortion position, and this is not for people who want to have a legitimate discussion. This is only for those I think right-wing crazy people. And I want to target you guys, and I want you guys to see how it feels to be on the other end. And I'm going to use facts to do it, not just emotion. Okay, so here's the thing. Why are Republicans, why are pro-life people pro-abortion and not Democrats? Well, there was a survey conducted by the World Health Organization, an extremely thorough study, which showed that in countries where abortion is legal and where countries where abortion is illegal, there's no difference in the rate of abortion. And so making abortion illegal doesn't decrease it. And that's your position, right? You're pro-life, so you want abortion to be illegal. Well, that doesn't do anything to decrease abortion. Being pro-choice doesn't do anything to decrease abortion either. And the thing is to look at what does decrease abortion and to implement those policies. But just to go further on the study, they found that it's actually abortion is illegal because the mothers will have these abortions anyway, and they won't have it under a doctor. They'll have it under some random person who doesn't really know what he's doing, so there's more chance of infection and death for the mother. Now, I think of this as an analogous to the situation of the war on drugs we have in America, where we make drugs illegal, but people are still using drugs, and it's creating an atmosphere of crime, environmental crime, and wasting a lot of money. There are better ways to deal with the problem. That, of course, I'm not saying drugs are a good thing. I'm not saying abortion is a good thing either. What we're saying is there are legitimate ways to get rid of the problem, and making something illegal is not one of them. Not necessarily. And in this case, it's not, because the study clearly shows that. It's not, the World Health Organization shows. And so the World Health Organization is, they have conducted thousands of these studies. They're experts at conducting uh, health-related studies. Their entire degrees available to people, public health, masters in public health. There are degrees available. It's a whole field of study, and these people are experts at it, so they know what they're doing, and they're all scientists who conducted this study. So if you want to discuss that, we can have that discussion about the legitimacy of the study. But in any case, some pro-life people did question the study, but notice that they only question the conclusion that a woman's health is affected if abortion is illegal, rather than the state of the country and the fact that in most third world countries, the mothers have very little access to medical care. But even then, in the article, the New York Times article I post, you'll see that the pro-life activists, they don't question the fact that making abortion illegal, they don't question the fact that it doesn't decrease abortion. It doesn't actually decrease the rate of abortion. So here's my thing to you, here's my challenge to you pro-life people. If you are truly pro-life and you care about the life of that child, you must support the policies that actually decrease the rate of abortion. And if you support policies that actually don't do anything, then you are pro-abortion. No matter what you say about being pro-life, if you don't support the right policies, you are pro-abortion. And the right policies have to do with uh, increasing access to contraceptions, and not abstinence-only education. I'll show you guys a link to the Academic Medical Association, the AMA. So of course these guys are all doctors, and their official statement on the matter of abstinence-only education, they say it does not work, it does not decrease pregnancies, unintended pregnancies, it does not stop, lower or increase the age where women and teenagers have their first, uh, uh, they lose their virginity. So it doesn't do, it has absolutely no effect, and almost every single organization supports the use of contraception and supports the teaching of use access to contraception and so forth. So if you guys don't support this, you are pro-abortion. So, and I hate to do that. I'd love to have a legitimate discussion about what works and what doesn't work to decrease abortion. But since some of you guys aren't having it, this is what the conversation has been reduced to. So the actual choices are, I'm pro-life from now on, pro-life and pro-choice, and you guys are pro-abortion. And I think we should, as Democrats and pro-choice people, usually they're Democrats, should start pushing back against this argument. People just let it go when somebody says pro-abortion, and I hate that. I don't think